What is going on? Hey, happy Wednesday to y'all, man. I hope everybody is having a blessed and safe day. Um, Even during this odd situation that's happening, I hope you're staying safe from the COVID. Continue to work, and that you continue to support as much as possible. But with that, let me get into this video about my rental property. Okay, so me and my wife had our previous home and we ended up turning it into an Airbnb, and I want to share with you what ended up happening with that, because it's not an Airbnb, it's something else. All right, so let me take this into the living room, okay? Because what ended up happening was, we had our first home, and I'm trying to, get into investments, and I'm trying to figure out how to make more money, stuff like that. And one of the ways to make more money is actually to use your first home as your first home. Yeah, trying to figure out how to say that. Use your first home as your first home, okay? Live in it for a year or two. Here in Arizona, you just need to live in it for a year. Once you hit that year, you can actually rent it out and then purchase a second home. So we stayed in there for, I think, 4 years, matter of fact. And on our fourth year, we decided we wanted to get another place. So that's what we did. And that's where we're at now. We got another place. Don't pay any mind to how it looks, because we're stuck at home all day. But that's what I want to tell you about. So let's conversate about it, okay? What happened was, we had our first home, lived in it for the 4 years, started this new build that we're in right now, okay? And the close date was March 12th, I believe. So on March 12th, we were supposed to move into this home, and then we were already pretty much planning to, rent out the other home, Airbnb, vacations to go, different stuff like that. This is not a sponsorship for them. I do not have any affiliation with them at all. That's just who I chose to use. Talked to a couple of investors, they use them as well. So I wanted to use that. Okay, spoke to my wife about what our best move is, and to use a lot of them actually is the best thing. Airbnb, VRBO, vacations to go, whatever is out there. Okay, and as a realtor, you can actually use Armless as well. So we set up the whole home. We had a pod delivered to the front yard, or to our driveway. That was a whole nother incident. That thing was just a fiasco. But we had it delivered to our front yard, and we took our items out of our home, put it into the pod, and as we were putting it in the pod, we were on an auction where you can buy furniture. You can buy furniture, you can buy pictures, pretty much anything you want. So we were purchasing a lot of our furniture on that, and as we would buy the new furniture to put into the home for Airbnb, we would actually move our stuff into the pod. So it worked out perfect. The pod was there for about 30 days or so. And we were able to transition everything, all at the same time. So if that's your plan, is to take your time moving things out and do it little by little, a pod would be perfect for you. Storage unit too, but I didn't need a storage unit. I just wanted to be there, pick it up, move it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So we moved into our place March 2nd, okay? Well, we didn't move into it. We closed on March 2nd. We didn't move into this bad boy. I wish it looked this great on March 2nd, but it didn't. So we closed. We start the transition. It took about a week for us to transition into this home. But literally, as we're transitioning into this home, COVID hit. And I mean, it hit hard. That's when they started doing the lockdown. They started shutting down different stuff. Airbnb, really took a massive hit, and they didn't want to take, brand new people, because they weren't sure of what's going to happen. So I had a home that was fully furnished, completely ready to be rented out. Me and my wife already and family moved into this home. That home was ready. We were super stoked because we thought we were going to make good money. Took pictures and everything, ready to list this bad boy, and couldn't. So a buddy of mine who's a real close friend, as well as his family, we love them to death. They came over and they had an apartment. Okay, the apartment was a 3-bedroom apartment. There's 5 of them, and they were all living in this 3-bedroom apartment for $1,500 a month. All right, so works out perfect because now we're about to sit in this home, and if you remember, I just refinanced it in December. Okay, refinanced it, lowered the rate, went from $1,400 to $1,218, I think, $1,218 a month. So, and these are actual numbers. I'm not joking, actual numbers. So $1,218 a month. And I can't even rent it. Can't do crap because I have it fully furnished. Well, when my buddy comes over, his wife just says, "Hey, speak to Daryl and Michelle and see what happens." I'm really a stickler on not doing business with friends or stuff like that. Real estate is a little bit different, but when it comes to rentals and whatever else, if things go a little shaky, then it gets rough. But I just refinanced and purchased this home, so now I got 2 homes that I got to pay for. So COVID messed up everything like something serious, and he came in literally at the right time. I have a new build already set up for him and his family. Beautiful home, but new builds take a while. Mine took about 6-7 months. Theirs is going to take about the same time, so we still have to wait for it. So the deal isn't going to close yet until it's completely done. And there's a few things that came up on that where there was a snag, but it works out. Anyway, as we're sitting here eating dinner, they say, talk to Daryl and his wife. And I'm like, what's the deal? He said, man, we were going to see if we can rent your house out, rent your house while you guys are not there. And then when we get our house, then you can do your Airbnb. Let me tell you, that was the best breath of fresh air for us. Like, we had the biggest sigh of relief and immediately jumped on it because this helps us and it helps them at the same time. Paying $1,500 a month, my ultimate goal is to be able to help as many people as I can. Genuinely, we want to help our friends, we want to help our families, we want to see people succeed, and this is the best way to prove that now. And we allowed our friend to move in. I'm not profiting on it. I actually just wanted him to pay the mortgage. I know. So many people are going to say, man, you should have did it for $1,500. This is helping me and helping them. It's helping me because now I don't have to pay for my mortgage. I don't have to pay for the electric. I don't have to pay for the water, the gas, any of that stuff. Okay. All I got to do is pay for maintenance on the yard and then maybe some HOA and taxes or whatever. But the mortgage being paid is paying the taxes. So I really don't going to pay that. I pay HOA in the garden. So it helps out a whole lot. Okay. But all of our furniture was still in there. If you remember the beginning of the story, the furniture is still in the home, and it's still in the home right now. Okay. So they rented it in April, like shortly after all of this stuff happened. I moved on March 12th. So it's almost a whole month that it just sat there, and we had all of our stuff in there. We didn't completely move because I thought the whole thing was going to go bad. So it worked out where they have their stuff there and then some of our furniture, and the home is big. I love it. 2-story, 2,800 square feet. They love it. Now they have more space. Okay, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, upstairs, downstairs, huge backyard, huge front yard, corner lot. So now they have space for it. But the best part is both parties are able to benefit on this. We're not taking advantage of them. They're not taking advantage of us. They have made on-time payments twice. We're already 2 months into it. They made their on-time payments. There's no issues. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no scuffles. The house looks beautiful. Even if it didn't look beautiful, I would wait for them to move out and then just repair whatever items I need to, because that's just part of being a landlord. But all in all, they saved the day more than they can ever freaking understand. Like, they saved us something serious. So we didn't do Airbnb. Not sure if we're going to do Airbnb in the future because we have no clue what the future holds right now. It's really tough times. But being able to rent this out and become a landlord, I did have the first item that I had to fix. We were moving in my buddy's mattress and we broke the light in the stairwell. Like, we shattered that bad boy. But there was one that was sitting in the garage. It's been sitting in there the whole time I lived there. And I actually repaired it literally after I broke it. So rushed home, grabbed my tools, come back, fix the item, and then they're back to new. So my landlord duties were tested day one. Rent was picked up, bills are paid, maintenance and everything is being taken care of. I can actually say that I love being a landlord, but this is what I want to get you guys to do, is to be able to use your first home at the lowest rate that you can get. If you're able to purchase a second home, do so by keeping your first one at that low rate. See if you can get a low rate on the second one, and then rent out the first one at the market value. Okay, so my home should be able to rent anywhere between $1,800 to $2,200. Man, so my home should be able to rent for about $1,800 to $1,900, and I can actually make a huge killing on it. But that's not my goal. My goal is to be able to have the home rented. If I'm able to do Airbnb, I still have all the furniture in there, and me and my wife will make out really nice when it comes to the money. If not, then we'll just rent it out. If that's the thing that we want to do Section 8, I really have no clue. So if any of you guys are investors in here, or any of you guys are landlords and you're doing this right now, give me some insight, because man, this is all brand new to me. I'm just a realtor here in Phoenix, Arizona. I work, for the federal government. This is new. This is something I could never fathom in my life, but it's absolutely a dream come true to be able to become a landlord, have 2 homes. It's surreal, especially in times like this. So hopefully you like this video. You subscribe if you're brand new. If you're already somebody who's been here before, you already know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and then put Shamrock in the bottom of the dang comments, because I need to know that y'all made it to the end, baby. I appreciate you guys so much. And then hopefully this story will inspire you to be able to do the same thing. Again, put your comments in the bottom. I need to know what I'm supposed to do. Airbnb, VRBO, or rent it. I'm not going to sell it. I can't do it. Anyway, love y'all, man. Peace.